Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. This is Northstar. I hope you folks are well, and taking care of each other and being kind to yourselves. I'm here with this fortress again, and doing my very best to figure out what I'm doing at each step. I don't always think the most quick with my own COVID. I can get distracted. I can have difficulty remembering my plans, so I apologize, but I'm trying. And I really need to get this YouTube channel to where I can monetize it in order to be able to survive, in order to keep a roof over my head. So it sucks. But working on things here. Worth noting, digging down with this, placing this wall. If there's any climbers, it's harder to climb a block wall than it is just dirt. Rough walls have more handholds, I guess. So this actually was net benefit, and it created, of course, shoot, I probably should have channeled under it before I dug the wall. That was kind of dumb. Otherwise, why'd I bother connecting them? Let's just get around to removing this. Oop. Well, I'm getting a weird ringing sound. You guys getting this? Right. I'm not sure what's up with that. Probably an issue with these stupid headphones. This stupid headset finally deciding, oh, that was a great time to give out. Seems like whenever things are hardest, I like things break more. That way, I try not to be harder on stuff. It's more like terrible luck. So I was worried about taking this stuff out, but, you know, this should be a layer I can do pasture later, and I can muddy constructed floors to grow crops, above ground crops. I did double check that on the wiki. Trying to dig down, make space. It's gonna be a little more complicated what I build here. There'll probably be walls, floors. What the heck is with that? Getting like a sound. It's coming through the head. And it stopped. As the air conditioner. You know, I think it must have had some weird interaction with the noise canceling. It must have been that it was getting a sound from the air conditioner and doing something odd, trying to cancel it. Or that, or I was just able to hear a noise canceling sounds I normally can't. I don't know. Just like I can sometimes hear not much pine. How much walnut do I have? I just stuck to ginkgo. Sometimes I can hear fluorescent lights to get a lot of tune. And it's definitely the lights because I turn them off. And don't hear them. They're poorly maintained, need to be replaced. Connections are loose. It was a real problem when I was doing a sleep study once. And they had lights nearby, they just wouldn't turn off. It's like, I can hear that they were really poorly maintained. It was an older hospital. Couldn't have been, you know, that they sent me to a newer one for this. No, they had to do it at a shitty community hospital where everything was terribly maintained. Probably because insurance want to pay for it at a nicer facility. Of course, they confirmed what I thought, some sleep apnea and teeth grinding. I didn't think I'd fall asleep the whole time, but apparently there was like an hour I dozed off. I was almost sleepless night, and the electric coming from Western Lights was a big part of it. Of course, that's the worst example I've heard in a long time. Newer lights don't seem to do it as much. It seems to be the really old ones in the older buildings. And I've read stuff about in school. A small fraction of the population can hear Western Lights and Meredith, and most people can't. It's like only a tenth of people can. 5 to 10%. And only if they're, not maintained well. It's like, I've always had very keen senses, though I can taste things that most people can't taste. Like, they think it's completely tasteless. Like, no, there's a subtle flavor to that. I can hear at great distances more than most people. Fortunately, vision is not really as great, but sound and smell and touch have always had keen senses. Alright, anyways, although over time burn my fingertips enough and such that they're not as sensitive as they used to be. Cooking and such. Grabbing hot objects too quick, but possibly could be just aging as well. Wait, what's that? That's pearwood. That's probably what I haven't built this out of before. Kind of like the way it fit in. Seems to be probably isn't getting all that much of though. Sand pear. Slightly different shade. Probably doesn't blend as well, whatever. Oh. Remove these slopes. They're not going to be used for anything. They actually just get in the way of plants growing down here and such. Got a way in and out over here. So, why would I need them? Over it. Fortunately, great. I don't know what the last soil level is. You can grow saplings as long as there's an entire Z level of soil under. So, for instance, this is the last layer I wouldn't be able to grow have trees that actually grow there. But the way to know is with, exploratory mining. Too much time into silly, stupid things. Wait, did I do a road over the slope here? I think I did. Oh, that's funny, I guess. Not really. Move that. Okay, a little bit of construction going up here. On it, I guess. I'll blend in with that. I like to use the tops of walls as hallways because there's always a free floor and the above level. But if you then need to remodel the wall, it can cause issues. There's Kia. Let's see this side. Yeah, they can grab those bolts. Thieving Kias everywhere. There's no thankfully. Some of this may actually end up having holes as I remodel this into usable spaces. I wanted to put it on a board, just not to get it. The clan board probably efficient though. Oh well. Over here. I don't know. Another little key up there. Start to get more spaces and boards. What I'm going to put where? I know there's a lot of things I need. I don't have bedrooms yet. Sometimes difficult to vision out the fortress and deploy. Some game it needs a volume multiplier. I turned up on my voice because I was listening to music for myself, but start with getting some walls if I don't need those. Dwarves, not nearly enough labor, but also it's already 4 dwarves I want to risk if they'll get taxed from something. This fort's not even close to secure. It still has wide open spaces in the perimeter wall. Not even a large enough enclosed area to really be economical yet. Need something. I can always always expand the walls later. Hmm. Just make it harder to scale the outer wall, which I think scales will have to go start on this level, but the layer soil is not hard to climb at all. Then this, then this. Most climbers can still easily do it, but go a lot taller anyhow. Like to put excess labor in gathering plants, but why are the miners the only ones who are building stuff most of the time? Maybe because they're not busy with other labors? I don't know. Carpentry. Let's see if this works. Oh, it goes right to being inactive again. Or should be able to get in there easy enough. But this is passable. It's gotta be some stupid pathfinding thing. Channel under those tiles while their walls are moved. If there's a way in, maybe this will work a little better. Doesn't need to be. Like so. Daniel's not work. Running out of patience with this nonsense. Yeah, that works. I guess Daniels don't. Oh. Dig these out. Oops. And great contiguous parts that are make a pain to rebuild. But these workshops ever get destroyed. Oh well. By Tantrum Dwarf or something. Oh, I know. How about a Jor. Let's keep all my... Should be something that's mutable in this little room. Jor. Maybe. Oh, I'm being dumb. Put my metal smith in here. I don't have that many metal items. I can keep it all in one place. But it'll work. Let's see. Unpassed files. Well, that'll have to do. Oops. Suppose I could have replaced this with wood. I have enough fireproof blocks. But yeah, can make green glass pots. Let's make clay pots. It's worth noting, but earthenware pots, I think. They have to be stoneware to hold liquids, but should always have access to fire clay. Should probably make a few of those. And jugs. We'll need jugs for I eventually do a whatchamacallit, like a quarry bush industry. I don't know the short name. There's probably an easy term for this, but you know, where I grow quarry bushes and make rock nut oil. I just saw, I think there's a moth out in the corner, man. Something. Alright, yeah, you can also make coffins, but you can't make out of clay. I know those will be needed sooner or later, no matter if I don't like it. Which covers, yeah, glass is more flexible than pottery. Sure. If I'd known the sand was a couple wires down, and just embarked with a lot of fuel.